What is up, folks? This is J.R.R, and welcome back to TolkienCraft II. Now, this is what I've been working on for the past day or so, and it's coming along just fine. I had to actually go out and find the maple wood because I couldn't find any. I do have some other maple wood saplings, but I think they're the Biomes of Plenty ones, and they don't act the same as the other one do, as the Natura ones do. And I think the Biomes of Plenty ones were like oak wood or dark oak wood, and then the leaves were a different color. I think that's how it was. And then there was another one. I'm not sure which mod it was from, but I think I actually caught that on camera that it was really odd. I'm not sure. I know I talked to a couple of people on the server about it because it was just funny at the time. But whenever you break the wood, it turns into maple syrup. So it's kind of funny. You actually don't get any wood or anything from it. So it's like, okay. But yeah, this is definitely a work in progress. And of course, the torches are meant to, uh, mark every 2 blocks so that it's easier to measure and whatnot. So, working on it. And I'm planning on putting a bunch of farming stuff out here. I've really wanted to get into forestry and some tree breeding to get some woods that we can build with. I think that'll be really awesome because there's some really nice woods that I would love to use, but you can't use them or you can't get to them without doing the tree breeding. And honestly, I mean, the tree breeding and the bees kind of go together. Of course, they're both part of the same mod, and they're, expanded through Benny's mod. But, I don't know. Bees have always been a bit intriguing to me because I think it's the whole genetics thing is kind of cool. But, I don't know. I just never really got into it all that much. I started on it on one of my playthroughs. I can't remember which pack it was. It was probably one of the more recent ones, I think. Maybe it was like 1.5. Definitely wasn't 1.4, but whatever. That doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, so this is what I've been working on, and I just wanted to show you guys. So another thing I've been working on is some questing. It'd probably just be easier to use my little portal thing, but oh well. We're almost there already. So I have a bunch of bags and some progress that I wanted to show you guys. So the main reason I've been working on this is to get a lot of let's click here to start. Now I think I actually have my sound turned way down, so let's turn that back up. Yeah. As you can already hear or maybe you can hear, maybe not. Actually, I think I usually have this on like 45. And this is usually on 30. Yeah, 33 is fine. Alright, the reason I turn my sound down when I'm in my base is because of these that are running all the time. I tried using a sound muffler from extra utilities. Yeah, I think it's extra utilities, not an open blocks. I always get the two mixed up. But I tried using the sound muffler, and apparently it's not working on thermal expansion machines at the moment. I'm not sure why that is. I'm pretty sure in the past that it has worked on them, but I can't 100% say that it has. Just because the machines usually don't bother me because I have them somewhere else that they're not, anywhere near where I'm working. But yeah, so that's kind of unfortunate. It'll work on chests and everything else, but I wonder if you need to use the rain one or the muffler for that. I'll try that. I'll let y'all know in the next episode probably. But yeah, this thing's full with lava, and I also have made a few more generators. I've made 3 of these tier 3 solar generators, which has been helping out a lot on power. I have switched back to the Silk Touch because it was draining an incredible amount of charge from this. It was using about about a billion RF per hour with the Fortune 3 on it. So the reason I started using the Fortune 3 is because I'd rather have the cobble than the smooth stone, because once you have this much smooth stone, you don't really need any more. But unless you're doing like a big build that you need, smooth stone to use chisel on or whatever. But I'm mainly needing cobble right now just for power gen and making the bedrockium ingots. And with Silk Touch, of course, I'm not going to get cobble. I'm going to get smooth stone. So I decided to go ahead and use Silk Touch, even though I have all my machines down there set up to it, to process all the ores just like a Silk Touch would. It's a little bit different. Some things are better, some things aren't. So, it's kind of a give and take kind of thing. But that was draining so much power that I was like, well, that's actually just not worth it. So I've got these two things. Actually, I could probably upgrade them. I definitely don't need redstone. Unfortunately, the Ignis extruder doesn't have a tier 2 and 3 version of it. At least not in this version of the mod. So you kind of have to work with what you've got. But I'll think about upgrading this and the speed on it a little bit later. Let's see here. What else have I done? I think that's pretty much it. Turn this guy off because I ended up with a ton of reeds, which I expected, but I can turn it back on again later if I need to. I think that's pretty much it. We have a bunch of bags to open in a minute, but I'm just trying to go around here. I've been messing around with BrewCraft a little bit. I haven't found... There might be a YouTube video. I did not check YouTube. But as far as wikis and stuff go, the information you can get on BrewCraft is not very extensive. And honestly, it's a bit frustrating. Even on BrewCraft's own wiki, the interface is not like this. There's actually another slot over here and another slot over here. And whenever you break any of the BrewCraft's barrels or the I can't even say it, brewery. There we go. um, yeah, it drains the fluid out of it, so you can't move anything, which is extremely frustrating. But I was using a couple barrels, and I was just trying to make some potions, and just some simple stuff like the regeneration. I couldn't even find the recipes for some of the other stuff, so that was, I rarely turn up with nothing. Research is kind of what I do. I do so much research for papers and things that, it's just what I do. So coming up completely empty, granted I only spent like, I don't know, an hour on it, but still coming up with pretty much nothing as far as, what I was wanting to do. Well, perhaps a unique experience for me. I killed some withers too. I actually have a bunch more down kind of near the nether portal. But let's go ahead and open up some bags. That way we actually do something in this episode besides just talk about stuff. But I don't know. Whenever I watch a YouTube video, I know a lot of YouTubers are like, people don't want to see caving. Because it's boring. And I feel the same way when I'm recording. I'm like, people won't want to see that, or see me strip mining, or, but honestly, some of my favorite videos by the YouTubers that, I do watch, like Zisto or Etho, are the two main ones that I watch. I enjoy just listening to them talk. I could have one of Zisto's streams just playing in the background, not even be watching what he does. I just like listening to him talk. So, I don't know. Maybe you guys enjoy that. Maybe you don't. I don't know. It's probably a little bit different with the modding community, just because things are so much more complex. You kind of have to pay attention, because if you don't, you're going to be hopelessly lost. At least I am personally. So, If I make a generalization like that, it's usually speaking from my own experience. But, I mean, it's kind of one thing I have to go on, so, Alright, but yeah. Anyway, let's look through some bags. So, I've got a few here, including, 4 legendaries and 5 epics. So, let's go ahead and take a look. I do want to clean out some of this stuff. Let's just go like that. And put these over here. I could have put them in, or brought my bag out, but meh. Oh, and I did make this manual scythe, but I found out something that's kind of unfortunate about it. As you see, the XP on it's only 49. I've chopped down a lot of leaves and, you know, grass and flowers and stuff like that. Unfortunately, it only levels up when you kill things with it, which, considering it's only a +6 stack damage, that's not that great. If you do want to, you know, level one of these up, the best way probably is to sit in front of a spawner, because it does have an area of effect. And of course, you know, sitting in front of a spawner, it's a limited spawn space, so, you know, you have a regular, you know, 2-3 mobs spawning in at the same time, so, and that can be useful to killing those, so maybe that's something that you want to do. I don't know, I'm just chopping down leaves with it, really, so, you know. Alright, so let's go ahead and order these things. So we can start with the greater ones, that's fine. There's legendary, legendary, epic. Here's the good ones. So we'll start with the good ones. We'll start with the bottom ones. Alright, so, and we actually might get something better with these than, you know, something, and then the legendaries, but, you know, there's more of a chance to get good items for the legendaries. Yeah, see, look at that. That was a good bag. There's only 0.97% reward chance, but still, I got all the wyvern stuff. Except for, you know, I didn't get the pick, you know, or the shovel or stuff, but, you know, the armor and weapons, so. Yeah. Alright, this is going to take up a lot of space. Unfortunately, I really need to make a separate storage area for all this stuff, because even in this chest, I'm kind of running out of room. So let's just put them in there like that, and I'll sort it out later. Alright, so what do we get in this one? Same thing except for worse. Actually, I've been wearing the mithril stuff quite a lot lately, just because it's a good set to have. It's not bad. I mean, even the sword is not bad. It's +9. I think the diamond sword's what, +6? Let's run a look at that. So I'm not positive. I guess a broadsword. Okay, so +7. So that's better than a diamond sword, and I'm guessing this is probably just a little bit better than diamond armor. And the Malorn bow is actually pretty good. So, yeah, just something to keep in mind. But, unfortunately, well, I'll just stick it in here, I guess. This is the enchanted armor that I was wearing. Not very great, but, you know, I was stuck 30 random levels on it. I need to make a storage for some experience. That's something I've been meaning to do for a while now. Using extra utilities, but I just have not done it yet. And especially hooking up the oreberry bushes, I think that would be definitely worthwhile. But again, I have not done it yet, so, you know, just one of those things. Alright, so we'll do a good and a greater. So start off with a good one. Look at some more glass. I haven't really found a thing, you know, found a place for these yet. But they kind of need their, you know, a special place to have these things, because it's, I don't know, let me put some down. I mean, they're really cool, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's like, you know, it wouldn't go in just any build. Are these going to break for good? Nope, okay. They just take a long time. From listening to it, it kind of sounds like wool. Yeah, I think it's based on wool. But, yeah, anyway. Alright, so I'm getting things that have a lot of items in them, so I'm having to keep putting them up. Okay. The emeralds are nice, but I'm not going to use the rest of it. The night vision is actually really nice, but it's a night vision when used. It's not a night vision that lasts all the time. And this one can be nice, but again, you've got to sit there and hold it the whole time, so. And I use stuff that has the energy on it, so, you know, it's not as useful for me at the moment, so. Alright, so let's take a look at this one. RF stuff. It's pretty cool. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. And I'm glad that this is just covered cable, because actually I need to make some of the dense cable. So that's actually really nice to have. The drives, they're pretty nice to have, but I have enough materials now that it's not really that big of a deal. And honestly, that's going to be a big problem for us now and being excited about anything really, because, well, we're kind of getting to the point where we have a good amount of resources. I mean, so we've got 11k tin, 10k copper, a bunch of silver and ferrous and gold, and we might even have a decent amount of shiny. Yeah, look at that, 200 pulverized shiny metal. So we've got even a good deal of that. That's a lot, actually. I'm kind of surprised on that. I did upgrade it so that it would have a better secondary output chance, but still, that's a lot of shiny. And I've also started making some of these into blocks as well, so I mean, we have to keep that in mind too. Yeah, 578, 77, I'll round it down. 1,000, that's quite a bit. Alright, so, what else have we got here? Okay, some more witchery stuff. Apparently I'm not very, how I should say it. I'm not enunciating very well tonight. Alright, let's put this in here. Actually, that's going to go in the AE system. But I'll keep it in inventory for the moment. Okay, some more scoopers and grafters and apiaries. That's fine. I'm not really worried about it. And some more of those. I'm not, I like the fact that I'm getting these, because that can be useful in the future. Probably more so the grafters and the scoops, but at the same time, it's nice to have, but I don't need that many, I don't think. Yeah, see? There we go. Another set. I think that's like my 5th one or something. I don't know, I've got quite a few of them. Okay, some more thaumium caps. That's not too bad. I kind of have enough, though, for now. I have put this stuff on, but baubles kind of seem to be acting a bit strange when it comes to TholmCraft. The wings work just fine, but they're not really a bauble thing. I mean, they are, but they're not. They can work just fine without it. You just stick them in your inventory and you can fly. But as you can see down here, I don't have my, was it runic shielding? Which is kind of strange because I did earlier today. So, I don't know. I think it has something to do with transporting between dimensions. Well, you might or might not know, I've had problems with that in the past in this pack. But I think that's more the problem with the mods not being fully release worthy yet. I mean, there's a lot of packs that have been coming out, and they're good packs, and the mods are in pretty stable states. I mean, they're, not extremely unstable, but a lot of these mods are still in their alpha beta stage of development in 1.7.10. So that's just something to keep in mind, that even though these packs are all fairly stable, or most of them are, the mods themselves are not necessarily finished for this version of Minecraft. Now, some of them have already moved on to 1.8, but not all of them. So, there's something to keep in mind. Alright, so what else we got? Okay, some more cobalt stuff. Not a big deal. Not really something I'm after, but whatever. Alright, so backpacks, that's not too bad. I do like the angel blocks. I love angel blocks. They're really great. But I already have some. I'm just going to stick all this stuff in here. And again, like I said, sort it out later. Okay, what else do we got? Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Alright, we got 2 more bags, and then I'll show you which quests I've done in here. Alright, so same thing. And another angel ring, not bad. Some more seers and a builder's wand. And this one's probably the best one out of them. Is getting the reinforced watering can, because you can actually use the reinforced one in machines, and it takes some unstable ingots. It actually might take an unstable block. I'm not sure about that. But I would be super happy about the golden wings, but I already have an extra pair, so, I mean, I'm glad that I have it, because that's, you know, one more death that I can go through and still fly back my, you know, my grave, so I'm pretty happy about that one. Especially the watering can, because that'll be really helpful, and I'll show a build here pretty soon, probably, with me using that, so we'll stick that in there. Alright, so what have I been working on? The reason that on quest with unclaimed rewards, I wonder which one that one is. What am I doing? I don't know. Is it this one? No. Which one are you saying I have an unclaimed reward in? Quest journal, maybe? Oh, what's that? Oh, bees. That didn't count. The reason I say it doesn't count is, oh, that's a nice bee. But the reason I say it doesn't count is you can do it daily. So, but anyway, whatever. All right, so yes, I did kill some magma slimes. Whatever. Okay, so I have been working on making the world better. Now this is what we stopped doing, I think around here, but in the single player, I mean. But these are just making some decoration items, some bookshelves, which I do want to get into, because like this one's for potions, and I've seen it in some people's places, and they look really awesome. So I'd like to do that. And I do like the tool racks, those are pretty nice. And this one's just making some chairs and some painting canvases, and nothing really all that special. I mean, these are just chisel stuff, which you've seen me do. Same chisel stuff. The rewards from them are quite surprising, though, because they're really high in rewards. I mean, the Ender Quarry Speed 3 upgrade, I actually have all these books right here. You need all of these to make it. You need two efficiency, or you need one efficiency 1, you need an efficiency 3, and 2 efficiency 5s. And those are, I think the bottom 2 are on gold picks, and these 2 are on diamond ones. So they're not the cheapest thing ever. And of course those are added onto other ingredients. Those are just part of the pattern for it. So, and that's just this one. And that you get from making some blocks. I mean, so, yeah, I was actually kind of surprised about that. Wasn't too overjoyed with this one, but I mean, you're making some fences and some flower pots. I mean, what do you expect? And this one, I actually was kind of glad about the magnum torches, because I kind of talked to Val about it the other day. She said that Ed was able to make them just fine, and my theory was, oh, okay, I'm not using my goggles. I just about had a heart attack because I couldn't see the node right here. I'm almost always wearing my goggles, but they're about to break, so, yeah, but anyway. So, he was able to make them just fine, but I tried making the magnum torches, and I wasn't able to make them. I mean, I used the QED and everything, and even, you know, tried to breaking it and placing it again, and, you know, tried switching some stuff around, but I just couldn't get it to work. And this also doesn't work, by the way. Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. Not sure. But, yeah, so let's go ahead and see what else we've done. We got these. I got a couple angel blocks from that. We've got some drums, which are made from steel. So that's kind of nice, but as you've seen before, I accidentally smelted a bunch of my iron into steel, so I still have an overabundance of steel. I have not done this one yet. So this one takes a lot of the Lord of the Rings stones and such to be able to finish it, and I just haven't had the time to go and explore a lot since, you know, lately. since it takes a lot of time to do so. I did in the single player world, not on camera, but I did explore around quite a bit and discovered exactly how long it takes, even with the teleporting every hour or whatever. So yeah, that's something I'll go ahead and do in the future, probably here pretty soon, but I don't know, it might be this weekend if the server stays up, but the server's been having a lot of problems on the weekends, partly due to there being a lot of us on, and partly I think due to something else, because like there were what, six or seven of us on earlier this evening. So, and then the server seemed to be doing okay. Granted, it did crash earlier in the day when there was only like four of us on. So, I don't know. It's yeah. I just don't know. I could say more probably if I knew the setup that they were using, but I don't know what Ranger's using. I don't know what host he's using or anything like that. So yeah. But yeah, so we can probably make a good deal of progress on this one, but I will be doing some forestry stuff here pretty soon. I would like kind of to see what's along the steam power stuff, Flaxbeard stuff, but I have not gotten into it, and we just haven't gotten to that point yet. So we're still doing TholkienCraft stuff, so. And towards that end, I would kind of like to do some more stuff along the lines of progressing with this. Now, let's see, Age of Magic. So, yeah, we've only done 10%. Now, most of the stuff in here isn't TholkienCraft stuff. There's a good deal of it along this math. I'll actually probably do this one, just because I do have a blood orb. Now, I'm kind of hoping I don't have to make each one along in the tier. But let's see if I can go ahead and make that one. What does it take? Sack. It looks like there's a creative one. Okay. What does it take to make that? Oh, yeah, that's really easy. So let's go ahead and do that. Just because. Alright, so we can just do it like this. And I'm just curious more than anything exactly what is along that tier. So that gets us 8 blood runes, which we're not going to be doing that quite yet. As you probably saw, and I did speak about a little bit, we do have some of the stuff down here. We've got the teleposer and the one that's down there by the R node. I've got a Blaster blood orb because it was the easiest one to make that I could make. That had plenty of life essence storage, because I was going to be out in the world for quite an extended period of time, or so I thought. But yeah, I still haven't finished on that one. I think there might be a limit to the range of these things, because once I reached a certain point away, I couldn't get it to work anymore. But at the same time, I couldn't get it to work with the closer ones too. And the only difference between the time that I got it to work and the time that I couldn't get it to work was time. That was, I mean, literally nothing else changed. The server probably restarted at some point, and well, I know it did because it was a different day. But that was the only difference. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So let's go ahead and take a look. Gold armor. Ugh. Alright, just so you guys don't, have a heart attack because I threw away armor. Apparently that was the thing. That people were like, why did you throw it away? It was gold. You could smelt it back down. And I was like, yeah, but I don't really care. It's kind of like Etho and its diamonds. Etho is such a troll about diamonds. I love seeing that. Or there's all that power going into it. Just a little bit coming out. But yeah. He acts like he doesn't really realize that it's around, and he'll burn up diamonds, being like, whatever. I will not be doing that. I don't have that much at the moment. That needs to be broken down. Now I've got 319 at the moment, plus a few blocks. But these take a block of diamond per small, the tier 1 generators. So that's 64 blocks. That's 64 blocks. That's 64 blocks. And each of these are, of course, 8 blocks each. So, that's quite a bit. I mean, yeah, that's a decent amount of diamond that I've got thrown into these. The solar generators are nice. Especially the tier 3 ones. The tier 2 ones don't really cut it. But the tier 3 ones, if you can get some tier 3s set up, it's actually a good amount of power you're generating. I mean, you can look and see exactly how fast that they're going. But as long as you have them set up, well, I mean, yeah, that's 2,500 a tick. So that's pretty nice. And you're not having to throw anything into it. That's the nice thing about it. Like, I've got a bunch of the survivalist generators set down there. And every once in a while, I'll take some coal coke down there because I just have it passively creating into coal, transferring from coal blocks into coal coke. But I mean, that's slow, and I guess it's, for me, it's semi-passive. I could have it feeding into them by AE or by pipe, but I just don't because it's not that big of a source. I'm just using it to use up the coal and get a little extra power. Potions are kind of, you could automate them, but I think you would end up using so many resources that it's kind of not worth it. I use it to, whenever I have a bunch of just random potions that I don't really want, I'll throw them in here just for the extra amount of power, because you can actually get a good amount of power per potion. It's just that it's, I don't know, kind of wonky. Um, but yeah, I don't even know why I have these set up. I just do. The lava ones, I just have them passively generating. I don't really plan on doing much with them. Um, much more than what's here. Maybe I'll make an extra 2 of them and just, create a larger tier 3 generator just to save the space. In fact, I could save a lot of space by just moving these guys over, but especially if I got rid of these, but whatever. Alright, so I actually am going to do something today. It's actually not going to be TholmCraft. It's something that we talked about a couple episodes ago. I was going to go explore that tower over there, but yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. Alright, I don't really want to get into this stuff just yet. We've actually got a lot of Mutantis in here, just from all the bags. How many clay jars? That'd be easy to pick up, but especially, and this stuff would too, it's just, we have to get there. Now, I was thinking about going ahead and making an exit stream that we could progress with that, but I'll probably do that next episode. Looks like a staff there, and I've already got one of those. But this also leads down here, or maybe these lead to here? It kind of looks like these lead up to here, but there's a connection here too. So I'm not really understanding what's going on here, to be quite honest. I'm not sure how these interact. I think maybe you have to have this one and this one both open. This is probably yeah, these are okay. I understand what's going on here. So some mods have integration with TholmCraft in that you can craft their top tier armor sets with goggles of revealing. So that's what's going on here. This is the top tier blood magic with the goggles of revealing, but you have to go ahead and open up at least this one to get there. Now this one goes over here and then up. Okay, so this is probably the Staff of the Primals, I'm thinking. But yeah, and then this is the top tier for Britannia, with the goggles of revealing. So that's what's going on with that. That actually makes some sense now. Alright, so that makes sense. But I will meet you guys in a second over by the tower dungeon. That's what we'll call it. Alright, so I'll be over there just a second. Holy cow, guys. So apparently that was 34 minutes. So apparently I've been rambling about stuff for 34 minutes, so that's going to be it for today. Next episode, we will do the axe, and we will take care of the tower that is over here somewhere. Landscape's not really loading in all that well. It's, It's over here. I know it is. I think it's right over here, isn't it? I'm sure you guys have seen it plenty of times. Because I know I have, but I actually found a place. I can't remember where. I think it was north of here. Oh, it's the vine thing. That's over here. Um, I don't know that it actually had a name, but you know, it's from Jack and the Beanstalk. I guess so. Beanstalk. Oh, there it is. Um, but yeah, I haven't really found anything on this. It could be useful for some oak wood, even though this oak wood doesn't look to me like normal oak wood. Oh, it has spiders on it, doesn't it? I think the poisonous spiders. Yeah, see? Don't like this thing. I kind of would like to travel up it, just to, you know, do it. Oh, it actually has some creepers. But even at the top, there's not actually anything up here, I don't think. Not that I've seen. I'm going to take you guys up here. Well, we can at least go somewhere. Oh, the giant. Okay, so there is something up there. Okay, so we might do both of these, and I'll actually travel up it from the bottom. Flying to the top is kind of cheating. Holy cow, it's a big... and just lead them off. Alright, so we will do that. Sorry, I was trying my best not to cough, and it was making my voice do funny things. But we will travel to the top of the beanstalk and take that giant that's way up there. Probably get killed, you know, but that's okay. And we will do the tower over here, and then if we have time, we will go and do the axe of the stream. But yeah, I've been wanting to do something that's, you know, not necessarily, you know, in base kind of things. Just because I'd kind of like to mix it up a bit. I mean, I don't want to do just one thing for a lot of episodes because I know that can get a little bit boring. I need to mix it up a little bit. But yeah, we've already run over and I've just taken us to probably 40 minutes now, but that's okay. I'm sure, well, I don't know. Some of you might like the shorter episodes, but yeah, this is going to be a longer one. I know some of you like the longer ones too. I'm one of those people. Alright, so until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful day.